It is the morning of 11/11/11, shortly after sunrise, and I am standing on the rotary walkway overlooking the Tamaki River estuary. Here is an ecotone rich in mangroves, oysters, a host of birdlife, including pakeko, katare, and fairy tern. I am so lucky to be living in the largest city of New Zealand and yet have this literally on my doorstep. I am seriously concerned that the current government in New Zealand is so willing to sell off the land and seabed to foreign investors. This means New Zealanders will have no say over what happens in these areas. There have been ships prospecting for oil in the deep seas around New Zealand. I hate to think of what could happen if drilling for oil was to happen in the deep seas offshore of Tauranga and Auckland. We are still struggling to clear up the oil that spilled from just one container ship that ran aground recently, the Rena. Over 7,000 volunteers have done a fantastic job of removing several tons of oily sand. Over 1,400 seabirds have died and many more oil covered and recovering. There is no way that a large-scale oil spill from a deep-water drill could be effectively dealt with. That was proven to us last year in the United States, and New Zealand is a much smaller country with far less resources. It would ruin our economy, as much of it depends on tourism. The worst of it is that there is no need to do this, for the world cannot continue its dependency on oil. We all know this, except the oil barons, it seems. We have to properly make the move towards renewable energies. The technology is there, it is proven, and as we invest more in them, better and more efficient renewables will appear. You have only to see the video of the plastic bottle and tinfoil light bulbs that run off the sun to see that. Sometimes simple is best. We have an abundance of wind here in New Zealand, and in Auckland particularly. There is no reason why we are not using offshore wind farms or smaller turbines on more buildings. Why are there no solar panels on all north-facing roofs? We need to utilize the space we have better. Permaculture design would enable us to grow our own food, from some herbs on your windowsill to container gardens on your balcony, running down your wall, to full-on veggie gardens in the backyard, growing everything you need. You can even forage for food in your neighborhood. Look at all these nasturtiums here. Such a lovely peppery taste to them. We need to keep touch with the earth. It helps us to become more aware, to live in conscious harmony with our environment. When we can truly do that, we shall be living a more conscious life, and humanity will have the awareness that we are all one. We are all superstrings of energy interconnected with every other superstring in the universe. Everything is all just ever-changing patterns of energy, and our purpose is to evolve spiritually until we truly understand this on an experiential level. Only then will we be able to live in peace and harmony with fellow beings.